20 minutes later.
I'll destroy you!
Enhance this blade's might. Shut up! Toward the abyss.
Who's next? Who's next? Shake around. Hook on! Sonic Spear! Get out of here! Guess that does it. Here! Here's a mine! Take this! Thank my help! Burning cross! Here's a mine! Heavy strike! Take this! Thank my help! Flamebird! Burning cross! Sonic Spear!
Our victory was assured.
Well, what's happening? I can see it plain as day. The gusts over Meggiora are going to blow it off any minute.
Oh, come on, Aston. Are you sure you're not going blind, old man?
You know you only get farsighted with age, Tamara. I can see far away just fine. This is bad. We might lose the hover drive.
How can you talk like that, Iamon? That's your grandson Gingy trapped in there. Aren't you worried about him?
Is something wrong?
The Albiore crashed in the Meggiora Highlands.
The Albiore? You mean the machine equipped with the ancient hover drive?
Oh no, did we come all the way here for nothing?
No, I heard 2 hover drives had been excavated.
You heard correctly, but the second hover drive hasn't been so much as started up yet. Iamon, there's no time to chat. We have to form a rescue party for Gingy and the hover drive. Right. We can attach the hover drive to the Albiore II and resume experiments.
You're a heartless old man.
The Meggiora Highlands are teeming with monsters. The rescue team may need rescuing themselves.
But from what they've said, we can't fly without the hover drive.
Let's at least ask whether or not we can borrow the hover drive.
Yes. We probably should ask the one they called Iamon. I think it may help smooth things along if I'm the one who speaks with them. Let's go.
I see. I must say it's a surprise to see Princess Natalia alive and well. And working to save Malkuth citizens, no less.
It doesn't matter who's from Malkuth or Kimlaska right now.
That's true, but we also have our own problems. The Albiore I crashed on a cliff in the Meggiora Highlands.
The pilot is trapped, and the Meggiora winds are in full force. It could fall at any moment. And there are no soldiers for a rescue party because they're all getting ready to fight Malkuth.
Then I'll go.
Well said, Luke. That's how true royalty acts.
It doesn't have anything to do with royalty.
What?
I have to do what I can. Helping people has nothing to do with being royalty or nobility or whatever. That's all it is.
Some of us have had military training. Would you entrust the rescue to us?
We'll still go regardless, but if we do recover the hover drive, we'd like to borrow the Albiore II.
The Albiore II isn't finished. We lack some parts for the drive system. With the war, most of the parts have been used for landship construction.
The Tartarus was originally a landship. Please, use anything on it you can.
Jade, are you sure?
Ion, would you stay here and show them to the Tartarus? I'd like to have the Albiore II completed while we recover the hover drive.
That's fine with me. All that's left is...
If we get the parts, I'll work on finishing that craft like my life depended on it.
Okay, then we'll head for Meggiora. Where is it?
The Meggiora Highlands are southwest of here. Also, take this with you. Secure the Albiore with these launchers, then lower it down the cliff. It'll be dangerous, what with the fierce winds and all.
but I don't know how to use this.
It's a phone machine. Leave it to me. Jade probably knows too.
Oh, maybe. Maybe not.
I swear, it's impossible to tell what you're thinking.
That must be it.
Uh-oh. It looks like it could fall any second.
This isn't good. If we don't hurry, it could fall before we make it there.
What'll happen if it falls?
The pilot certainly won't survive. The hover drive could be destroyed as well.
Oh, no!
We have to hit both sides of the craft with the launchers. Let's split into 2 groups.
How should we split up? Who do you want to go with?
If we're splitting into 2 groups, then
Yeah, you'll need me if you want to use any phone machines.
Me? Sure, that's fine. All right, let's hurry.
Just leave the launcher to me.
Don't screw up your side now.
Don't worry about us.
Let's all do our best.
What's that?
It's a monster, and it's close.
Look out! It's behind us! Don't get sloppy. Demon! Demonic force!
Take this! Fangblade Habit!
Want to see how strong I really am?
Take this! Fangblade Habit!
Type! Use your arts.
That's enough!
Take this! No one! Take this!
Illumination of light. Healing circle.
Oh, magnificent song of angels.
I'm not doing too well.
Take this! So dead!
Healing circle. Come forward. Illumination of light. Healing circle.
Take this!
Ultimate power. First aid. Attuned by yielding protection.
I just keep getting better!
Looks like we got it.
I hope Natalia and the others haven't been attacked too.
Yeah, you're right. We made it!
Colonel, you handle that side, and don't try to tell me you don't know how.
I do wish you'd treat the elderly more gently.
Oh, brother.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Are you hurt?
No, thanks to you all.
Let's talk later. We've got the hover drive. There's no time to lose.
Yeah. Ginji, can you walk?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for everything. I'll go on ahead and deliver the hover drive.
You must be the nuts who sailed over here on a Malkuth land ship.
Are you a Malkuth soldier?
Uh-oh.
Run!
Capture them!
Ah, you're back! Aston's about to attach the hover drive right now.
Open this door immediately!
What's going on?
We were spotted by Kimloskan soldiers.
Oh, that's right. You're a soldier from Malkuth.
This city originally produced land ships for Malkuth. If we weren't on the brink of war, nobody would have cared.
Speaking of land ships, we took a load of parts from yours. There are even some parts that aren't being manufactured anymore. It was a big help.
Thanks to that, the Tartarus is no longer operational. But if the Albiore can actually fly, we won't need the Tartarus anymore.
What do you mean, actually? The Albiore carries our hopes and dreams. It will never fall.
It already did.
Hey, guys, hurry it up! They're breaking down the door!
What's the condition of the Albiore II?
It's finished, and the pilot's ready too. Okay, we'll handle those soldiers. Hurry!
But the soldiers are quite irate. Perhaps I should tell them who I am.
There's no time! Leave it to us.
Never underestimate the elderly. Now, take off into the great sky of dreams.
We'll leave the rest to you.
By our honor as Sheridan's Class M, this is as far as you go!
I've been waiting for you.
Who are you?
I'm the Albiore II's pilot, Noel. Ginji, the Albiore I's pilot, is my older brother. I'll fly you to St. Binah in his stead.
Thanks.
Let's go.
Mr. McGovern, are you all okay?
Ah, it's you! What's that vehicle?
Field Marshal, we'll talk later. Right now, let's just get everyone on board.
Allow me to express my gratitude. But what's going to become of St. Binah?
I imagine it will sink into the mantle before long.
No! Is there nothing we can do?
This is like when Hod fell. They say it took a month to sink.
Hod. So this is vengeance for Hod.
Is there really nothing we can do?
It's sad to lose your home.
It's already weird enough having the ground fall apart. I can't think of anything we can do. It's hopeless.
I know. What about the Sephiroth? This place fell because Master Van messed with that passage ring thing and did something to the Sephiroth, right? Then can't we just bring it back?
But we don't know how to use passage rings.
Then we'll interrogate Master Van and...
Luke, there's no way we could pull that off. I understand how you feel, but...
No, you don't, Guy. None of you do.
Luke.
I'm the one who destroyed Exariuth. That's why I have to do something now. I know this won't make up for what I've done, but if I could save this one city...
Luke, get a hold of yourself. You won't get anything done like that. Let's go to Yulia City. They know more about the Sephiroth than we do. Now that the score predicting St. Binah's safety has faltered.
Yes, Grandfather might be willing to help.
And Luke, you sounded like a child a moment ago. Everyone here wants to save St. Binah.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. We're not mad or anything.
I'll launch the Albiore then.
Grandfather!
I figured you'd come. I've been waiting for you.
Grandfather, please help us. We want to save St. Binah.
Yes, I suppose we must, though we are fearful of deviating from the score.
Before we talk, I'd like to let the people from St. Binah get some rest.
Oh, yes. Let us take them in.
Thank you. Luke, don't be discouraged.
What?
Jade rarely scolds people. What he said earlier shows that he's taken a liking to you.
Field Marshal, don't put words in my mouth.
Old folks don't have time to bother scolding people we don't like. Jade is no different.
Honestly, of all the things to say, I'm going on ahead.
He pegged him. Guess Jade has a few soft spots after all.
Yeah.
Tear. Thanks.
What's this, all of a sudden?
You've scolded me from the very beginning.
Oh, that was just... I mean...
It's weird. I always thought of getting scolded as a bad thing.
It's not a good thing either.
I know that. I'll get to the point. Is there any way to save St. Binah?
Oh, this is a difficult problem. If only we had the Key of Lorelei that Yulia used.
The Key of Lorelei? What's that? It sounds kind of familiar.
It refers to the sword and jewel of Lorelei. If I recall, it was used when creating the planet storm. I've also heard it referred to as the symbol of the pact between Yulia and Lorelei.
Correct. The Key of Lorelei is said to be a phonic weapon created by Yulia using the power of Lorelei.
The Sword of Lorelei gathers seventh phonons, and the Jewel of Lorelei disperses them. It's said that the key itself is made of seventh phonons. Supposedly, Yulia summoned Lorelei into the key and freely commanded that power.
Whether that is true or not, what is true is that it could control the Sephiroth.
But once the planet storm was formed, the Key of Lorelei was cast down into the core.
Yes, we can't use something we don't have, something that may not exist at all. In any case, I suspect it would be impossible to lift St. Binah back up to the Outer Lands.
Is there really nothing anyone can do?
It may be possible to at least prevent it from sinking beneath the liquefied surface.
With the Sephiroth?
Yes, they are controlled by devices called passage rings. By using the passage ring to restore the Sephiroth, we might be able to keep St. Binah afloat.
Where is the passage ring that controls the Sephiroth tree for the St. Binah region?
At Shuri Hill, it's to the east of St. Binah.
That's where I was taken when I was captured on the Tartarus. At the time, I thought it would still be protected by the Albertesque and Yulian seals.
The Albertesque seal disappeared once the passage rings for Had and Exiriuth were destroyed. But the Yulian seal should not unlock until the promised time.
But the Commandant must have unlocked it and operated the passage rings, right?
Yes, even we don't know how he did it.
Let's worry about that later. How do we operate the passage ring?
I've heard that all of the control panels require the use of the seventh phonon.
Well, we've got 3 people who can use that.
Tyr, Luke, and myself.
The other issue is whether Van has done anything to damage the passage ring.
We won't know that until we get there.
If it's east of St. Binah, then it's probably falling along with the city.